Hello, I'm back, and of course you're probably either A, been wondering where I was, B, didn't really give a darn where I was, or C, going, who are you? Anyway, I have not posted a video in probably almost 2 months, I think, since January. It's been quite a while. It's been kind of rough for me, and I know I say this every time I come on, so please excuse the repetitive nature of this vlog, but today I wanted to tell you a little bit about what's happened to me lately. I spent several weeks experiencing and now nearly recovered from pneumonia. That's right, not the old monia, that pneumonia. And let me tell you, it's not a pleasant experience. Now, I've had it a few times in my life. This is probably about the 4th time in my life that I've had pneumonia, which probably puts me in a category of having it more times than most people, and probably more times than most people who survive pneumonia. So God has blessed me into being a survivor in that regard. This happened in February, the month I had been sick for a couple weeks already with a real bad cold. It developed into pneumonia. I had a really bad week where for 4 days I couldn't breathe. I had uncontrollable shivers. I was vomiting all the time. By the end of the week, the only thing I could keep down was Pedialyte. And for those of you who don't know what that is, that's that stuff. It's a hydration drink that you usually give infants and old people when they're losing fluids badly, and you know, it's almost instantly absorbed. That was the only stuff I could keep down. I couldn't even keep down water. It was pretty bad. So anyway, I ended up in the hospital. I spent some time in the hospital being pumped with IVs and getting all sorts of wonderful tests, little CAT scans where they make you drink contrast and give you some radioactive stuff and then put you in the tube that zaps you with the CAT scan radiation. And I always wondered, every time I have one of those, I always wonder, am I going to develop super cat powers from that? You know, good claws and, you know, be able to always land on my feet. But they keep telling me no, that unfortunately, unlike the old Hulk episodes when you get zapped with high levels of radiation, you don't develop superpowers. You either find out what's wrong or you die a horrible death of radiation poisoning. But anyway, that whole aside, they did some tests and yes, found out that I did have pneumonia and put me on a series of antibiotics and sent me home, and I was okay for a while and then got worse. I went back to my doctor. They put me on a second, stronger series of antibiotics and gave me an inhaler and some cough syrup and stuff and all that stuff. And I got to coughing and hacking up so much stuff that I tore a ligament in my ribs over here on the right side. And now the pneumonia is gone. It's finally cleared up. And I can breathe much easier and feel a lot better from that. I am going to be dealing a few more weeks with the after effects of this torn rib ligament, because it's going to take about probably another 4 weeks for that to heal up. They've got me on some really nice painkillers that I need to take so I can sleep at night, because for some strange reason it hurts more when I lay down than when I'm standing up. And it hurts like when I breathe deeply, cough or hiccup or anything, belch, anything like that. So even more incentive not to be rude at the table, because it just really hurts. But anyway, that has what's been going on with me for the last month or so of February. So now that I'm pretty much over that and feeling a little bit better, I'm going to try to get back to making some videos every now and then and posting them up here on these various video sites for your viewing entertainment, and I hope you will find it entertaining. So I just wanted to let you know what's going on, and it was an amazing experience. One of the things, I lost 20 pounds. Now let me tell you, this is not a recommended way if you need to lose 20 pounds. Not eating and vomiting for weeks at a time. No, there's easier ways to lose weight. But I did. I lost about 20 pounds, which thankfully I've been able to keep off, so that's a good thing. And the whole not being able to eat for a couple weeks really gave me a much stronger appreciation than I already had for food. I mean, you've probably seen some of my Food in America videos, and you know that I love food. But, you know, to not be able to eat at all, keep anything down, and then even afterwards when you weren't regularly vomiting anymore, you know, eating every meal was a struggle. You had these little bitty, you know, you get just like a couple spoonfuls of this and a couple spoonfuls of that, and you get it down, and you're like, oh, you know, just hoping that it's not going to come back on you. Every meal was a struggle, and it really gave me a new appreciation for the freedom that I have when I'm well to, you know, eat all kinds of good stuff and even not so good stuff. So, you know, be thankful. If you're out there, be thankful for your health. Be thankful that you can eat that banana or milkshake or those cheese doodles or whatever, because, you know, it's no fun when you can't. So, anyway, that's all I guess I really have to say about the pneumonia, other than I'm glad I'm over it and I'm glad I'm feeling better. So, just wanted to say thanks for watching my videos, thanks for subscribing, and you know, if you've had any experience with illness, you know, or any insights, you know, you might want to post a comment in the comment section, or just you know, post a response video. Hey, I've been kind of sick too, or whatever. But anyway, y'all have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.